You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Tedesco Show. This show is for ideologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Stuart Tedesco Show. I'm Dave.
I'm Carrie.
And I'm Pete.
Pete's here.
Hey, Pete.
Melissa's doing her cannabis thing. Yeah, she's on assignment selling
For a while.
Pushing drugs.
Doing God's work.
I'm hoping to go see her after.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah.
I want to go see her after, actually. I'm hoping to, if she's working.
I'm going to go too.
Oh, are you really?
Because
Yes.
I'm going to a Red Wings game after this, and I have a theory that you cannot enjoy baseball.
I think that might be the only way you can.
You have to be drunk
Wow.
or stoned. And since I can't drink,
I agree 100%.
Well, I do
110%.
enjoy, at our local ballpark, I do enjoy the Rohrbox Red Wing Ale because that's our wedding beer. That's what we call wedding beer here. So I do enjoy that, but I don't do that like I'm getting hammered. But, well, I'm sorry. It sounds like you're forced to go to this game.
no, I'm looking forward to it. But
You're going to be stoned. Of course you are.
I have the worst.
They lag on. They go on.
They do. You have to go for something else and the ball game.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's quality time.
What do you mean?
Like if you go by yourself, then you must really love baseball. But
Yeah.
you go with other people in between pitches and innings. You're talking to folks. You're looking at your people watching. It's
that's what this is. We're
Yeah.
talking about
And you do that
relationship
high.
problems.
well,
anyway.
you can't. Yeah. That's
Why
fine.
wouldn't you do that high?
But
You don't have to.
you
That's what makes it fun.
Carrie, you don't know the story, but Dave's wedding was one of the sweetest things I've ever seen.
I've heard about his wedding, so
one
I
of-
can't wait
I
to
don't
hear
usually
first
include-
person.
I don't usually include
Story.
Peter's part in the wedding.
Okay.
No,
just
it was one of the sweetest, coolest weddings I've ever
Okay.
seen. But also,
heard about.
I had a personally a low moment at.
Okay. This I can't wait to
It
hear.
included a child crying.
Oh, boy.
Well, I didn't know I was gluten intolerant for a long
Oh,
time.
my God.
So I'm sitting there and I'm eating, the fried dough and everything, and then
Okay.
let me just say it. I got so sick it ran out from under the stall
Oh, shit.
during
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, that's literally.
during. I didn't make it.
Oh, my God. Yes, I know
And
that.
it went everywhere.
Yep.
And so it
As it
literally went under the stall and out into the public walkway to the drain. And I had nothing. I didn't come prepared for that.
Right. No change of clothing.
No, so I ended up hand washing some stuff. It was terrible. It was awful. Because you can't just leave.
No, you can't.
So, but I did end up having to just leave, and I felt bad because it was a wonderful wedding.
It was fun.
It was
I was
great.
about to say I was looking forward to first person narrative of the ceremony, the whole,
Yeah.
but apparently not.
No, it was
Well, you were
terrible.
there for the ceremony.
I was.
Yeah. No,
not
it was
the
the
festivities
we didn't
after.
we didn't have fried dough at the wedding itself. It was
No,
like the
I got
after.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like sugar. I like grease, and I like starch.
That's
Yeah.
fried dough right there.
Well,
that
that's
is fried
what
dough.
fried dough is. Yeah,
But
pretty
you
much.
would mention cannolis, and it makes me upset. They don't. I've never really had a gluten-free cannoli. They don't. Nobody makes gluten-free fried dough.
Can you? You must be able to. You can have
I'll bet
almond
you
flour.
it won't taste exactly the same, but yeah, you
Is
can do the
almond
best.
flour gluten free, right?
I wouldn't choose almond flour for that, but
but I
it
mean,
is.
but there is a way to.
Yeah.
There must be able.
yeah. I actually, one of the. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you had a topic, but here I am.
No, we never do.
There's plenty. I got whatever.
I found is when I bake, because I make breads,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to make a good pull apart, like hearty loaf that
Mm-hmm.
acts like a solid piece, loaf of bread, you got to add Metamucil to it. The psyllium husk.
Okay.
They make a cooking version of it that doesn't have any flavor.
Okay. Yeah, but
And it just, you mix it in,
Mm-hmm.
you adjust your liquid portions,
yeah.
and it makes it really kind of where you stringy, like when you pull it apart.
Metamucil is like a gel.
Yeah, it's really
so it's
good.
malleable though.
Yeah.
So that's what. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that would make
Kinda
sense.
replaces-
So according to the internet,
Yeah.
on mamaknowsglutenfree.com,
That's actually the recipe I follow.
and letthemeatgfcake.com.
Okay.
There are both gluten-free cannoli options.
Okay.
Oh,
But what
I
type
think-
of flour do they use for the cannoli
Well, I didn't
itself?
click on it. I
Because I was thinking almond flour would make the crispy cannoli. See, I like the cannoli
Yeah.
crisp, not.
I would probably choose a garbanzo-based flour like Bob's Red Mill.
Well,
and
Bob's also and other brands have.
Yeah,
I've actually
I
seen
tasted
this.
aftertaste in it. I don't know why,
Gluten-free
but I do.
all-purpose flour blend.
Oh, a blend.
yes,
there you go.
I mix that with other flours.
I'm just telling
Makes
you
the
what
best roux.
Mm.
The Bob's Red Mill stuff, but yeah, I actually like making gluten-free stuff now because
Yeah.
there's so many different flours.
Well, gluten-free stuff is crispier. Always
Can be.
crispier in my
Can be.
view. I don't know.
If you keep cooking it long enough,
Well,
it will be whether you want it to be or not.
I am gonna make gluten-free fried dough tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
learned your lesson
Ask Mama.
in memory of.
Yeah. Dump a little flour out for your homies.
Open up a
Why is your flour on the floor?
gluten-free fried dough company.
for
And
my
you should have a
homies.
stall as your emblem, like
Yeah.
your logo.
Gluten-free fried dough. You won't shit because you have the gluten. You'll
Right.
shit because of the oil. Yeah.
That's an
No
interesting
overflow in the
logo
stall.
you got going for your new company. But
No, and I guarantee no one's trademarked it.
I bet you know. No.
does anyone at your company make? Do you guys make gluten free?
No, we don't.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we
Just didn't think of
you know, I've changed a lot of my views having worked for a large food producer. No, we can't make anything gluten free.
Can't?
You know, it's I'm trying to be generic enough.
contamination.
Gluten is so in one of our plants.
You work for Big Gluten? Sorry.
Well, I work for
That's actually I like that term though. Big gluten.
Big Gluten. It's all Big Gluten.
Actually, no, that could be the show name,
Okay.
Big Gluten.
or at least a new band name.
I work for a large contract bakery. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So we
We're
make
not the day names.
Yeah, that's it. So in bagels, like you could sit there and stretch the dough out and form the gluten, or you could just throw a shit ton of gluten in it. So
Oh.
that's what a lot of bakeries do because they don't have time to sit there and knead the dough to develop the gluten. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
add gluten. Gluten is like
Really?
10 times finer than confectioner's sugar. It sits in the air, and you have to filter it out.
Really?
So you can't.
So they cheat?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's everybody. That's anybody that's going to make.
So is that why I don't know if I can say the name of it's a name brand we grew up with
Who
the
the
little
fuck?
big
Say
round
whatever you
balls
want.
on the bread, Wonder Bread. Is that why the Wonder Bread from the 70s is not the same as the Wonder Bread now?
Well, it's all made. I can't because I don't know about Wonder Bread. I don't know.
But
yeah.
generalized. But is
So,
that why
like,
they don't just make it the same way they used to?
This is a complete antithesis to how I thought it works. So brands will come to us and say, "Give us a response. Like, what would you charge us to make 500,000 bagels a week with this?
Yeah.
You know, whatever." And we give them a quote. They go with the lowest quote.
Right.
So then each bakery has to come up with the quickest way to make the food. And so they'll add things like ascorbic acid
Yep.
to keep it from molding, because that's actually not something we do. We've had people come and they go, we want a product that won't mold for 90 days. And we're like, it's going to be half preservatives. It's just that's
fiberglass.
disgusting, right? But this major company
Yeah.
just wanted a bagel that they could just warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why the bagels taste like nothing.
yeah, well, it's including Wonder Bread, because like all of those old breads, like
Yeah.
back in the day, the slice of bread was the meal, and it had like a whole variety of shit in it. And now it's just
There was nutrition in it.
a
Somewhat,
container for
small
your meat.
amount, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Wow,
yeah,
so
it's,
that's
And
my
even the
underwear.
bread you make now, homemade bread, the flour you buy from the grocery store has nothing in it, pretty much, because they
Yeah.
killed off all the
Yeah.
stuff because of the.
well, because they want to let it sit forever.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. You make a huge amounts of it and you warehouse it and you slowly.
Yeah, so there's nothing nutritious in the flour, even if you make homemade bread. Same with the eggs we use. They're so not
I
as
could
much
talk about that
nutrition.
too. Yeah, I
so,
might give away
so even
too
the
much.
people thinking, you're being healthier by making a homemade, you buy the grocery store ingredients, you're still. I mean, it's a little better because you don't have the additives, but you
I
don't have
stopped
the
eating
nutrition.
eggs after I went. There's a
Yeah, unless you buy it, the farmer who's growing the chickens.
Yeah, I went into a commercial. I got to generalize this because I don't want to give away who it was.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
I went to a commercial couple of commercial
Farm,
egg
yeah.
farms, and they're just disgusting.
yeah.
they're disgusting. I mean,
years ago when I first started doing activism stuff, there was a guy in town who's still around. He went in and filmed. I'll say the company. I don't give a shit. Wegmans, when they had their own egg farms.
Well,
chicken farms.
Yeah.
And he took the video, and they pressed charges. He did a year in jail.
Yeah.
From it.
And they have their own organic farms, and they sell organic, and they're up high on a list.
But they got rid of the chickens farms. They buy them from because they had so much bad press on them.
Yeah. But they have a high rating for organic farming as opposed to others. But I don't know how I can't trust anything I read. So I don't know. All I know is what I can grow myself, and I don't have a garden.
I mean, I'm
kind of screwed.
On the Wonder Bread thing, like.
And I only use that because we all know what Wonder Bread is.
What hit me in the face was, so the economics we talk about as consumers, a lot of it, I find myself actually going, okay, well, actually that makes sense, right? Because we have to buy the cheapest flour 3 years in advance. Everything has to be the quickest, so the oven's turned up faster, so things go through it faster. Everything's got to be to such a scale to be the cheapest.
Yep.
That I understand why it's all made that way now, because it's a product and not a food.
Right.
And eggs are the same way. I mean, I part of me is like, I understand why they put him in jail, because there's some food safety stuff we have to adhere to. I understand it. But also, how do you expose? I mean, I think if the average person knew what it was like in some of these places, I don't think they would ever eat an egg again.
Yep.
Yeah.
The smell of ammonia is overwhelming when you pull into the property. It's so disgusting. They have to spray bleach all over everything constantly. You walk through these big metal trays of like disinfectant. It's just awful. You have to walk through sticky pads, and then it's just feathers and shit raining down inside. It's awful. And then it's just like, why would you? But you have to kind of do that with the number of people we have.
Yeah, to sell that amount
to meet
of
consumer
product.
demand. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we can't have. I mean, so my daughter considered she wants to be what's it called? Not a homesteader, because not an official homesteader, because that means you completely live off of the land. But she'd like to do. They call. I don't put it in air quotes, but homesteading type lifestyle. But where she lives, they're not zoned. They can't even have chickens. You can't have so it's hard to be able to find places to live that you can do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
For even a regular family. So she does do, a little bit of gardening where she lives, and it's they don't make it easy to do these things. And I think it's purposeful.
Well, and it's interesting.
Not like they're out and set out to do that, but
well, and I kind of actually think in some ways they are, because when you go into the southern tier where I'm from, you have like a ton of right to farm communities where it's written into their town charters that there's no law restricting you from farming.
She lives in a suburb though.
Right. Yeah, I get that. My grandmother actually, they used to grow meat for the whole family. They raised hogs and cows and chickens.
Yep.
And they would slaughter it, I think it was in.
And you ate the entire family. You utilized the entire animal.
Right. And we had to stop doing that because the state came in and said you can't raise meat here. It's like, well, why?
Right, yeah.
But
hunters could still hunt though, and you could use the entire deer, which was crazy.
Yeah. Well,
right?
We live in a world that makes no sense.
Correct.
Well, that is true. So speaking of which, if I may, segue
it's your place, man. You can do what you want.
Well, no, we're all together here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that why we took our clothes off before we started this?
Of course.
Oh.
But but I got the sticky chair.
Except
you
for
guys
him.
have cloth.
He didn't have to.
Well,
you noticed that, did you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you consider a harness clothes.
We're not at Reef. So.
Oh, and that lovely student that I person that I mentioned also let me know they were also a furry, which I think is even better. We need.
Okay.
Yeah. So just love the uniqueness.
Okay. So earlier today, and I think we talked about this, so we did not do a show last week. Tried to throw one together, but it was just rushing too much. And I'm going to talk about why in a minute, because an awesome story coming out from that trip we took to South Carolina. But earlier today, we had this meeting. Technically, it was considered a Green Party meeting, but it was really out there just to bring anybody in who is interested in replacing our current capitalist corporate utility with a public utility. Something we've been trying to do for a long, long time here. And you may live in a place where there's a public utility. And we're trying to do that for Rochester. And the meeting went well. There was about, overall, if you added up people coming and going, this might have been 50 overall.
That's good.
And the petition went live online this morning. And we've already had a handful of people start signing it. But there's also paper. Well, actually, first let me do this as a public service
Can
message.
I ask though, who can be involved? Is it countywide or just citywide?
We are focusing on just the city.
Okay, curious.
And there is a reason that if you go countywide, there are way more ways to block this.
Thank you. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, so we purposefully decided to just focus on the city. There is another group that's been doing this for a little while. They still keep doing the whole county, and they've been spinning their wheels.
Okay. Well, only because there are a few public utilities in the county. So
Yeah.
I was wondering if
Yep.
that would throw roadblocks up.
No, not so much, but it's just any town. If you do it for the whole county, any one town could pretty much send the whole thing crashing.
I was wondering, okay, so city, if you can get it approved for the city, that would actually give some power to getting it approved for the county, right? It would at least give
You
you
would
some
think, but
steam
it's
behind
still
it.
politicians, who can be politicians.
Right.
But I think it might lend to an individual town doing it for themselves, like a Fairport or
Okay,
a Spencer
there you go,
Port.
okay.
So either way, we have the juice right now to do just the city where there is money set aside to do a feasibility study, which is part of state law.
Okay.
And so our focus is just let's do that study.
Okay.
And
So we
that's,
wouldn't be getting rid of our genie, we would be putting up alongside our genie.
No, it would be okay. So it's a process,
Got it.
right? The state says you have to do you've done this on your radio show a million times.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true.
You could,
It's all right.
You could zoom out, tone out if you want. Yeah, right. So you have to do the state says you have to do a feasibility study first.
Mm-hmm.
And then if the feasibility study says, yes, this is doable, then a referendum.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody who lives in that municipality votes on it. And then assuming they'll vote yes, which, my God, it might be the first ever unanimous
Right?
referendum ever. Then the municipality has to negotiate with the utility to buy their stuff. And we've gotten some different estimates, anywhere between $250 million to $600 million. That's going to have to get worked out. But that'll come out with the feasibility study as well. So first step is this study, and there's money set aside for it, and our city council's been sitting on it for 3 years, this money.
Okay.
So the petition is to get that study going. There's also another piece to the petition where to change language of the city charter, which will need to get done. And it makes it look a little more complicated, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
So as we've done on the Stuart Pedasso show before, in fact, I think just a month or two ago, I'm going to model an act of civic action
Okay.
by asking y'all if you city residents would
Please.
sign this petition.
I would.
Now, there is a online version because this is not like a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be a registered voter. I don't have to be a registered voter. The only thing is whoever's signing it needs to live in the city of Rochester. The very beginning of it's on the other side. So this usually the signatures and what the petition says is on the same side of a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Because we included the language that needs to get changed in the charter, it actually is front and back.
So let me ask you this. So if we were to get a public utility, would that give us more power against data centers? Just out of curiosity.
Could,
Okay.
at least from them
From how
being
they're-
in the city.
Correct. I guess that's what I'm asking. Only because
In
I worry
theory.
about our proximity to Lake Ontario, the freshwater.
Yeah. No,
It worries me because I think that we are in a prime area
I
for a
do
data
know
center.
that
I know
there-
that we're being looked at for.
I know that, and I have signed a petition for a moratorium on them in all of New York State data centers.
I was going to say that generally you wouldn't locate something like that in the city. But,
Generally,
well,
we also
it's-
have a river with some nice
Yeah, you-
waterfalls.
the thing is that depending on how they design it, that you can put a data center anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do you want to cool it with split units, and they're not going to use split units, some sort of HVAC or water cool them, and then they'll place it there. If there's no power, they'll just build gas turbines. It's ridiculous. This shows you I'm not like a capitalist hater, but the AI stuff.
Come on, Pete, join us. Join us, Pete.
So here's my issue with the capitalism. There's levels of capitalism, in my opinion.
Well, right. Yeah, socialism can be terrible too, right? It's the rules
Correct.
that it operates under
It's
that matter.
It's when corporations become public and
Yeah.
that kind, where when the shareholders become, and I don't know when this happened or if it's always been this way, when the laws became where you have to continue to make money for the corporation over, like when shareholders.
I don't think that's evil enough, because what actually happens is that you have to make more money every quarter.
Yeah, like
You
there
know.
comes a point when that stops being feasible. I mean,
Yeah.
mathematics.
I mean, it's clearly
There's a limit. There is a cap.
I look at socialism and communism the same way I look at like the Vulcans, right? Like in theory, the idea is great, but you could justify
Agreed.
some terrible stuff. It's the rules that matter, and I actually think that a mix of the two systems is really what we need. Like,
That's what I think. Isn't that what the founding fathers meant in the first place?
yeah,
a mix
like
of the two.
healthcare is never gonna. Let's just be honest.
Healthcare can't be a profitable business.
Pay up or
and neither
die.
can education. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, pay up or die is not a way to run a system.
No.
But when it comes to manufacturing sex toys, I'm okay with that being a capitalist endeavor.
But when profits over your employees are more
Yeah.
important,
But
and that's what it's become.
I don't know if you're into it, and if you make it right, I think a socialist dildo could be kind of hot.
It could be actually. I mean, and there is some examples of socialist systems producing some really cool stuff. Those Russian or Ukrainian cups, they're like glass cups. They were designed to never break. They're still like out there today. They're still like being actively purchased. They forgot what formula it was that they used for the glass. They're so valuable. It's cool, if you take, well, make them just breakable enough that they'll be repeat customers. If you take that out, the
the planned obsolescence.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Anyway.
So the cool thing that's unlike a political petition is you can sign your own petition. So now I have 3, and we just started today. So there's already been 3 people who have signed the petition online, and folks took copies of the petition out there, and we're shooting for July 23rd to be ready to go to City Council and bring a truckload of petitions in. Truckload. Well, actually,
Not a fuckload.
I'm hoping a hand truck, to be honest with you. I would love to have that many sheets of paper, but I will be tabling at, which I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk about next week, the Rochester Deaf Festival. We're going to be tabling at that. That'll be fun. And Pride, which is 3 or 4 days before that Speak to Council. So I'll be at Pride getting signatures and doing the usual public market stuff. And
the Greek festival's going on right now.
It is. I mean,
I'm going to it tonight.
I'm here doing it. Want to take some petitions with you?
I barely made it here.
I'm kidding.
Having a rough week.
we could just, I'm tempted to. Well, if you want help at Pride or something like that, let me know too. I'll probably be there anyway. So
I assume,
but give a purpose.
We're in the parade
I'm happy to
and we're
help.
tabling. So
Wait, so I'm going to Spain.
you are going.
I am now. My daughter's not coming here.
Okay.
Not after the scare with the baby.
Sure.
So now I'm going there, and I'm about to solidify the dates. But after summer school's done, so after the 7th of August. So I think I'm only going for about 9 days, 10 days. So I'll be gone for that amount of time. So when's Pride?
Oh, it's in July.
I'll
July
be here.
18th. Yeah.
I'm working summer school.
Muy bien.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Muy buen. I have to learn. Dang it, I got to learn Spanish. Got to learn it. Got 2 grandkids are Spanish.
You should download Ficken.
Huh?
Ficken. It's the language app that just teaches you dirty stuff.
Yeah, no.
That's as heard of on the Stuart Pedasso show.
Nope.
In fact, that'll be the bit that I'll put at the end of the show.
The
Ficken.
problem with that is that's not a holistic approach to learning language, because if they accept your pass and they respond in the language, you'll be like, okay.
¿Por qué?
It's
¿Por
like
qué?
anything. It's not just individual.
You say something like really dirty to someone attractive, and they're like, "Yeah, you want to go back to your place," and you have no idea what they're saying.
Well, no, I assume the app does that. This made-up fictional app. I assume it does that.
Oh, see, gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit on the Stuart Pedasso show.
Oh, shows you what I know.
Yeah.
Shows you how much you
I will
listen.
I will put one of the ads at the end of the show. In fact, let me write down because I'll be drunk later.
There you go. Well, we're going to see our Melissa. So
Oh yeah.
will be something else later.
Okay. Yeah, we just talked about that
Okay.
at the baseball game and now at the Greek Festival.
Yep.
Unleashing
Well,
stone
I'm
people
walking
across
distance.
the city.
Well, the Greek
Yeah.
Festival's at the end of my street, so I'm going to be walking down there. I was wondering what all the music was playing last night until I was driving here. I'm like, oh yeah, the Greek Festival.
Somebody was
Way
telling me
too
they were
tired
going to
last
that
night.
recently. Now I can't remember. That's the part of getting older. You're like,
What's going on?
who is going to the Greek Festival? What time is it? When? Where am I?
Yeah. I ended
You
up
know.
looking at my phone last night going, oh crap, it's only 6:30 and I'm fucking exhausted. Like, it's still light out.
I push through it. That's my
There's
secret.
music. Ugh.
That's why I have a heart condition. You just push through it.
Yeah.
Ignore your body. Say, you know what? I'm tired, but screw it. I'll wake up, or I won't.
Although, no, it's fun when my students go, Miss, so how old are you? I go, do the math. I was born in 1967.
Oh God,
do the
you know
math.
how to work the kids up. My friend and I do the 6-7 thing all the time, just to solely to piss off my one friend who's in his 60s.
Yep. Yeah. Well, how do we figure that out, Miss? I said, do the math.
Subtraction.
Subtraction. There you go. Yep,
So
yep.
Stuart just urinated in a cup. That was kind of weird.
Isn't that nice?
I don't know if you heard that off the mic.
Whatever.
And then I drink it.
We
Yeah.
like water.
You want some ice cubes?
What did they say? Drink to the chin? No. To the I don't know. What did they say? Oh no, that's when you're smoking. Never mind.
Oh. They.
Those
It's
people.
they them.
So we were gone. We didn't have a show last week. I was in South Carolina to visit my lovely and talented daughter. And it was not just to go down and see her, just to go see her. It was because she was in a theatrical production. I have not missed since I have known her, to the best of my knowledge, unless she did something and didn't tell me about it. I have never missed a performance of hers while she was in high school, college, and now as a professional. She actually got paid for this.
Dang.
And
she's a paid professional.
She is now a paid. Well, her job is the director of operations at Trustus Theater in Columbia, South Carolina.
Dang.
So she got a part in this play, and I had never heard of it. Now, I am not a theater person. I know the biggies. I've heard of Annie, Chicago, Hamilton, things with one word, Wicked, and other longer ones. Spam-A-Lot. That's still one word. Damn it. Anyway, so I've heard of those.
Portmanteau. It counts.
Yeah. Okay.
The
So,
isn't Oz? Wait, no. The
What?
Oz? No.
Well,
Wizard of
technically
Oz.
now I know someone out there's like, it's actually not a portmanteau.
yes,
it's,
I know.
or whatever.
I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about too. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen him in a long time,
Yeah.
but I know who you're talking about. So, we went to see 5 lesbians eating a quiche. Now, I'd never heard of this
Oh
before.
my God, I just got the joke
So
on that.
I assumed it was a local thing. Like a local person wrote this and that was a local production.
Okay.
But I was told that the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, aka NTID, here in Rochester, they had a production of it just this year, which I had no idea. Eve told me that. My wife told me that. So I
Was
guess
she wasn't eating a quiche when she found
no,
out, right? Okay.
no. So apparently, this is a theatrical work that I guess has been happening for a while now. I did not know this, right? So I had no idea what this was like, what the plot was. So and I'm telling you all this because if you think you're ever going to see this play, you should fast forward the show because there's definitely a spoiler. And I want to tell because this story is hilarious so there's going to be a spoiler coming. If you or if you don't care about spoilers, if you want to know how this play ends, listen up because here it comes.
Does the quiche taste like,
Oh, dude, it's totally a vagina.
Okay.
It's a metaphor for vagina.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got that.
So the plot, the background of this thing
And I
is
teach
so
math.
think 1950s, probably suburbs, but whatever. And and I'm not going to remember the exact name of this organization.
Were they selling Tupperware?
I'll tell you the story. I'm telling you, there's no Tupperware. So they're at this community center kind of thing that also has like a new atomic fallout shelter
Okay.
Okay, because it's the 50s.
Those are cool.
Duck and cover.
Yeah.
You know, because you always had to be ready for the commies to drop the bomb on us and all that jazz. So they called themselves widows, but most of them had never been married because in the 50s you don't come out. So they were all lesbians.
Or the 70s.
Yeah, they were all
60s.
lesbians, but they called themselves widows, and they would and it was an annual quiche like bake off, but it was really obvious quiche. There were actual quiche there, but it was obvious that it was an excuse to talk about while not talking about eating pussy, basically. So there's 5 cast members in this play. But it's audience participation. When you come in, on your seat is a hello, my name is a name thing, and there's already a name on it. I was Anna.
Okay.
Right. So I got my thing on and I'm Anna. So let me take a step back for a second. And speaking of my daughter's her acting career, when she was in high school, she was an extra in The Crucible. And if you remember that story, at the end, a lot of people, mostly women, who were supposedly witches, got hung. And she was one of the extras who got hung, and they showed it as a silhouette. So you couldn't see anyone's face like being hung, but you saw bodies.
Right.
Well, my mother saw this, and to this day, she still acts horrified that, they hung my granddaughter kind of thing. It's like, all right, Mom, relax. She's right in front of you. You can chill out. So we're at dinner before we're going to see this play, and of course my mom's go, you're not gonna die in this one, are you? And Julia went, well, we'll just have to see.
Oh shit!
Right, I did my neck exercises right.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, is she gonna? I wonder if she's gonna die in this. So then Julia says to me when we have a minute for ourselves, she's like, look, this is kind of audience participation. Do you mind if we draw you into this? And I was like, well, it's not really my jam, but as long as you're not like really mean to me and make me cry, okay, sure. So we come in and there's all the name things, and our family had reserved seats, and it was right in the front row. So I'm already feeling a little, okay, what the hell's going to happen here? Why do we have reserved seats in the front row?
Right, yeah.
Put my little name thing on, I'm Anna. And it gets going, and they're doing the Women's Widows Association of whatever, and they're all in their little 50s dresses.
Yeah.
And Julia, her character is the bubbly one, right? So here's where we get to the spoiler, okay? Because I'm going to go right to the part where Julia actually dies.
I'm picturing her.
Yep.
Got it.
So in the set, this community center, there is a window. Not like just a cutout. It's an actual window, glass window with a frame and all that jazz. So towards the end of the play, the air raid thing goes off. A bomb gets dropped.
A real bomb.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it the commies? We don't know. So the fallout shelter door is shut. And they said earlier in the play that they have it rigged that when it's shut, it can only be opened one other time. Otherwise, you need like a blowtorch to get through it.
Gotcha.
So because quiche is so important, and there's other reasons why the quiche is important, some of the quiche for the bake-off were left outside of the fallout shelter. So Bubbly Julia, they did the math, and you can go out and you have 45 seconds to get all the rest of the quiche and bring it inside. So she runs out, and I'll put air quotes on accident, the door gets shut. It will not open again.
So she's the only one left out.
So she's out, right? And so she's still Bubbly Julia, and now she's at the window, knocking on the window. I have the quiche, and she's all happy, right? And everyone inside is crying because they realize she's gonna die,
right?
And so her character like slinks down when she realizes she's going to die too, and slinks down, and everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? And as an effect, they made this concoction of like different kinds of ground meat, and somebody from below the window throws it up against the window, and this huge splat of meat.
So looks like it's her.
So it looks like it's her exploding.
Oh shit!
And
was Eve prepared for this?
None of us knew this was going to happen.
Oh shit!
It was hilarious. It was so over the top funny. It was like Python and the Black Knight getting the arms cut off with the blood, or from The Meaning of Life.
I
guy
got you.
who pukes.
So it was so over. I got you.
Oh, it was so over the top funny that really, even my mother, who was still traumatized from the Crucible, thought it was funny.
Okay.
But it was. I was like, well done, nice job.
That's So talking about her being killed in the play is bad, but seeing her guts explode all over a window. Yeah.
No, not talk in the Crucible that showed the silhouette of her hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how guts getting blown up all over a window. She's not, So.
You just had the play had such a comedic sense to it that you knew that it just didn't. Well, the Crucible is a serious.
Well, I was thinking maybe she was like desensitized to the guts thing, but
maybe.
Yeah.
So
first of all, you wouldn't have guts if it's really an atomic bomb. You would have been disintegrated.
Well, that's true.
Well, no, the bomb had already gone off, so it's the radiation that that apparently had baked her or whatever.
Got it.
Either way, it's a play, so it's not like it had to be scientifically accurate here.
I think the visual of a silhouette of a body swinging is just so profoundly.
I'm gonna do the guts
scary.
thing to my neighbors.
That is awesome. Though.
They're gonna come home some night.
I think on
piss
Halloween,
me off.
I'm just gonna. That would be so cool for random trick or treaters.
So because she was crouched down, there was always apparently residual meat goo or
my
whatever
God.
in her hair. So after the play was over, we were like, "So do you want to go get something to eat?" She goes, "Look, I just got to go home and wash the stuff out of my hair."
The smell of meat is just nasty.
So my participation in this, it really wasn't that bad. There was at one point in the play, and they point out everybody. Like someone will say, "Isn't that right, Becky?" If your name was Becky, and they'll point at you or something like that. So I did get, "Isn't that right?" or something like that, Anna. Mm-hmm. But the way Julia made it sound like I was going to have a bigger role.
Okay.
So one of the other characters, the first time anybody ate quiche, had it in their mouth. And you could see them, they were eating it. It wasn't, I don't know what it was made of, but they put something in their mouth.
Yeah.
And she was you couldn't tell if it was disgusting or so overwhelmingly great, but there was such a reaction. And like her hands are over her mouth, as I just was doing in front of the microphone. Her hands were over her mouth, and she starts running off the stage into the audience, and she's coming right at me. And I'm going, she's going to spit this on me.
Oh, shit.
This is my audience participation. Julia was warning me, she's going to spit whatever this shit is all over me. And every part of me that could clenched.
And then it wasn't you.
And she just kept running by me.
That's funny.
And she ended up, I guess, eating it, and it was like the best quiche she's ever had thing. But for that 3 seconds, I'm like, oh my God, she's going to spit this shit on me, and I'm going to be so grossed out.
Man.
I feel like I have to share a story that is similar for me.
Well, this will be interesting. You just talked about explosive diarrhea. Where is this going to go?
Well, so a couple of years ago, I was on a cruise ship. And
no disease there.
Well, I think that stuff's overblown. But,
okay.
Anyway, so I'm on the cruise ship, and I always smuggle on a bunch of edibles.
Okay.
So it's like the last few days.
Do you boof them?
No, well, you know what I do?
Seems like a waste.
We have to put them in a baggie or a condom, but
I cut them up to look the same.
Oh, not to take them, to hide them. Not
yeah,
bad. Took a minute.
Nothing up my butt because they'd melt. I thought about that, not because I wanted to put. I wanted to put them there. I didn't need a place to hide them.
Just as a suppository.
But no, I cut them up and I shake them around in sugar. Then I strain the sugar out and I put them in a brand new vitamin C thing. And then I use
damn, bro.
I screw it down. They never know if it's
That's a great idea.
So
I gotta go to Spain.
Yeah, there you go. I might be legal there. But so anyway, it's like the last few days on this cruise, and we go to see a magic show. And I end up coming down the elevator with the captain and his son, which is already completely like, because I am fucked right up. I had to finish them off. I didn't want to bring them back through customs.
Right.
So I'm sitting down there, and the guy who was from Baldwinsville, a magician, he does the circus acts.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's where my grandmother's from.
So he goes, I need 2 volunteer participants. There's like 1,800 people here. How about you 2? And he points at me and the captain's son, and I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, come on, man, you're huge. You'll be perfect for this."
Oh my God!
And
He
I'm
said it like that.
Yeah.
What does that
So
have to do with
I'm like,
anything?
everybody's like trying to push me up, and Will's trying to get me up, and everything else, and I'm like, I'm too high. I can bear. I'm stumbling around. So eventually they're like, "Go up," and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
the whole crowd's cheering me on. So
man.
I'm like, I'm fucked. So I go up on stage for 30 minutes.
Damn.
He's on like a unicycle.
It was probably like 30 seconds. It felt like 30
no,
minutes.
somebody took video.
Oh God!
My friend
do you
David
remember
took
that
video.
much of it though?
I do, only because it's like watching a bus come at you.
Okay.
Over and over again.
Yep.
But I was so nervous.
Yep.
Because you see all 1,800 people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's going to do something. He's like, it's really important you don't mess this up. If you do, I could die. And he's like
shit,
saying it
no
for the
way.
whole crowd. And I look over at the captain's son and he's laughing. And I'm like, this isn't funny.
Wait, am I really doing this?
So there's a picture going around. It's on my TV. Like it cycles through. There's a picture of him on a unicycle. And I'm like,
Oh shit!
This sounds like a bit from a Cheech and Chong movie.
no, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was completely messed up. Yeah, and of course he made jokes about you the whole time
Yeah.
too, and it was a very terrible experience. I didn't have meat thrown at me or,
I didn't.
No,
Yes,
no
I did
meat.
not.
No meat was
Yeah.
involved.
no quiche
No quiche. No meat.
worries.
No ground meats.
No.
No.
You didn't
Intact
have the
meats.
meats. You didn't have the meats at
No.
this time.
I better make sure in the show notes I talk about the spoiler. Just I don't want anybody mad.
Okay.
What was the spoiler for again? I've already forgotten.
Well, the end of how Julia dies,
Well,
or whatever the character is.
do you think somebody's going to go, I went all the way down to Asheville.
Well, again, like I
and
said,
I
it
saw
was
the
here
play,
in
and
Rochester.
Stuart, I am never going to listen to
be
your
anyone.
show again.
Yeah, all 10 people.
I thought it was up to 12.
It's actually we're
Did
probably
we lose two?
we used to be pretty much averaging 50 a show, and then after the great purge of when I lost my job, we dipped down. We were at 20 for a while. We're back up to about 30. I'm slowly getting it back, but
Nice.
it's whatever.
I
we
did tell a couple
we
people
do this
how
so
to,
we can
how
get
to
together
listen,
and
so.
chill out. I don't whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Folks want to listen in, it's up to them.
Okay.
I was trying to get the same thing together because we do this thing called Friday Days. I think you know about it. It's
Wait, what?
every Friday I have
Yeah,
an after work get together at my place. And there's some comedy gold that goes on. So I'm like, why don't we do a podcast? And then everybody started overthinking it, which is what happens with most podcasts. Is
Yeah.
Podcasts, I think they just get,
Too structured.
what do I want to be? Yeah, we got to have, well, let's not stray. I'm like, we're going to be baked out of our fucking minds.
That's
You
the
want to
whole
talk
point.
about news?
Well, kind of. You start putting your bullets down when we sit down to start.
Sometimes I used to do a little bit more prep. I just been so busy.
We have more fun when you don't.
Yeah, but I had two things that just to
But
remind.
I mean, we don't talk ahead of time.
Yeah,
is what
because
most-
once
it's
I
more fun.
start,
We show up
because
with
once
our
I start
ideas.
drinking, I do
Right.
need something to remind me, or else
Yeah.
I'll get off. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I don't even show up with ideas. I just figure it's going to be poop and fart jokes or something at some point.
It's more fun this way,
that's all that matters. If
Yeah.
folks enjoy listening to that, that's cool.
right?
Again, you're 30 people. It's all good.
Hey, it's 30 more people than listen to. Well, I often wonder how many people listen to my
The
radio,
show, yeah. I do too. There's no real way to tell.
See, I have no
Yeah.
idea. I tell people I'm on a podcast, and I don't think they believe me.
You can give them a card. You want some?
Oh, I
cards?
have some.
You
no,
know,
do you want? I have to
I
say,
would
do you
love
want some? Okay.
Oh, sure.
one time somebody said at work, they said, "You're not on the radio,"
Really?
and I'm like, Thursday, 1:20. Come here. It just lined
Yeah.
up.
Well, they're
perfectly.
shocked when they
So-
they can't believe it. They think I don't think they believe me. So
I'm just looking at these cards.
yeah, they're awesome.
I'll describe them for the viewers
because they don't know
are
how.
awesome.
It's the logo.
to,
If
how
you've
to
been to
log
Stuart
in and how to
Perdasso-
listen to it,
Yeah.
and and I don't know, they're surprised. Even my students are surprised.
I don't remember if I said this on the show. If I did, and I'll connect it back to Julia and
Mm-hmm.
and her part of her responsibility in her job. So she does front office stuff, but as the director of operations, but she also does set building. which she did in high school and in college.
I did it in college. I
Yeah.
took a theater class. I had to. I needed an extra 3
So-
credits or so.
When she first started doing this job,
Fun,
she was talking about how she
actually.
didn't have a lot of clothes to do like that kind of dirty work in, and she needed just some generic t-shirts. So here comes Dad to the rescue. I ordered her 2 Stuart Badesso Show t-shirts and have them sent to her. And I didn't think about it, and she got it and didn't think about it. And the first day she wore it at work, halfway through the day, realized that the logo has a butt plug on it.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I better be careful. Thank you for pointing that out. I
I shouldn't
cannot.
have said anything. That would have been hilarious.
No, because
No, that's-
where I work, dude.
That's not a butt plug. That's a chest piece. Come
Well,
on.
you can say that.
Thank
saves
you.
chest.
It's a chest piece. Thank you.
The bishop.
that
It's
you'd
the
stick
bishop.
up your ass. But yeah.
Right.
It is the bishop.
That's-
I will reference
that's rounded
Monty
so that
Python.
yes. The bishop. Oh my
The
god.
bishop from Monty Python.
Wow, that's kind of an obscure reference if you're into Python.
you.
Well, nice. I'm impressed.
There you go.
The bishop.
Anywho. So, no, I think they're surprised, especially where I work. People are I guess nobody really understands me. Or, knows me. Although my students get me, I think. So, that's all that matters. Mostly, I suppose.
So I don't know if she wears the shirts in public. But she did get back to me
Why
when
not?
she got me a Cox hat. that was nice of her.
You know, it's nice to
Go
have a sense of
Cox.
humor with your family.
Go Cox.
It's with an O, not a U.
Yeah.
So that's best.
Cox. I don't know.
Instead of Cox.
Cox? Yeah. I don't think it's the South Carolina
That would be-
Gamecocks.
That would be...
That's a different mascot
That
entirely.
would be a weird hat to send to your dad. Is
Think-
a Cox shirt.
Think of the mascot, though.
Yeah.
Talk about a harness.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's why I said it was a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Cox.
Sorry, my
Game
mind goes
Cox.
weird.
I'm sure there is a game.
So
Cox.
when I wore my Cox shirt to the Rochester Erotic Arts Festival, like even before people started coming in, one of the other vendors was like, "South Carolina?" Like didn't even go, "Hey, why do you have Cox on your?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, I'm from there."
For many years, I thought people just liked saying Cox, and it took me because I've never been down that way.
Yeah.
But now, anytime I see it, I'm like South Carolina.
That's how. but
Really?
just because it's my daughter and me, we end every conversation with "Go
Really?
Cox." Now
Really?
neither one of us gives 2 fucks about the university or any team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Go,
So
but Go
you
Cox
can,
is,
so
yeah.
to be able to say Cox, you can just claim South Carolina. Ish.
In a sentence,
So
you can't just
to
walk
be
around
able
going
to-
Cox
to,
like you
to
have
be able
Tourette's.
to say cunt all the time, I can claim being Irish. Because they say it all the time. Cunt, cunt.
Right, if-
Saying
in the
cunt.
UK.
They say,
Yeah,
oh.
in the
British.
UK.
yeah.
No, it's more Ireland than UK. Believe it or not. I've been told by
Or
an
you got
Irishman.
to say cheeky in front of it. If you
no,
say
no, it's Irish.
if
Irish
you say
is
cheeky
I-
cunt, people know you mean.
Irishmen are the ones that claim cunts. And I've been told this by an Irishman. They're the ones that really embrace the cunt.
Maybe, but I don't know if the
In Mutter's Milk.
I don't know
Mutter's
if the
Milk, that's what
guy
beer is.
if the guy who made it I won't say famous, whatever, the guy with the sheep, Kevin, don't be a cunt. I don't know if that guy was Irish. I thought he was more British.
No. But the Irishmen use cunt all the time,
Okay.
much more than the British.
Oh
I
yeah.
believe.
Well,
Well,
no,
but-
my British friends say it.
British
all
does
the
too.
And I'm sure they
'cause
do.
Actually, I would just listen to. Look at this. Here's a plug. As I was listening to Stuart Badesso Radio doing yard work the other day, we had an old song by the Police, and they used the word "cunt." in the
Agree,
song.
but there are some people. So if you look at the United Kingdom, which is made up of all of them, right?
Those
So
people.
there are white people that use
Yeah, I
words from
understand.
other. So yeah, there you go. I'm just saying it's more of an because my cousin dated a man from Ireland.
Well, we can just say it's definitely
And I
not
asked
a
him
word
about
that's
it.
that's looked different. It looks differently here.
yes,
Yes.
and that's and he every other word like we fuck, but it's fucking cunt for them. Yeah, and I was like, dude, stop with the cunt. Like we hate that word. Women hate that word, right? And he was using it all the time, and he explained it to me. Over there, they use it all
It
the
just
time.
means like asshole.
Correct.
Yes, I
and
know
his
that.
wife, I'm like,
Yeah.
what is your what? Yeah. No. And then
Oh, Pete's got the internet.
Well, I am fascinated.
What did he say? What
I'm
does it say?
Fascinated by etymology.
what does it say?
It says that the word cunt dates back to the early 13th century. It originates from the Middle English cunt with an E, which derives from Proto-Germanic and Old Norse kunta, Its ultimate origin is Proto-Indo-European, likely linked to the word, and I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's the word for woman. So it seems like a really old word that's just been twisted and turned around to being an insult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is probably most words.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But I didn't know about Grope Cunt Lane in London. There's a...
There's some... I did not know that. There are some funny named streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly over there. There are... You can find lists online of all the weird named streets in England. You can,
Interesting.
I cannot get over that going back to like the 1100s that they have walking paths that are like enshrined in like some real deep law that says that this walking path, even if it's through the city, has to remain a walking path that's open to the public.
Why?
Just because the country is so old that before there were horses and carriages, there were walking paths. They were the equivalent of highways. They were a public right. Mm-hmm. And they were written into law. They're still a public right.
And they can't reverse that.
Apparently,
That's
requires a lot of work. And they appreciate having...
In our country, you can just
they probably
override
can,
those
but they
shits.
choose not to.
Right, that's it.
In our country, they just override that
The
shit.
argument in America would be, why would we have a walking path when you can use it to widen the road so that the SUVs fit on it?
We override shit all the time.
Yeah.
What, eminent domain? Is that our reasoning?
Well, that's a tool. That's not the reasoning. That's the tool.
Oh, my bad. I used the wrong
But
wording.
whatever, yeah. I mean,
I tend to do that because I'm just a cunt.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm using the old English.
I like the way you...
You know what would be funny? If I booked a
How
flight...
do I spell it? C-E-N-T?
C-U-N-T-E.
If I booked a flight...
C-U-N-T-E.
Yeah.
I use the E.
Carrie, I'm going to book a flight to
hard
Ireland,
E.
and I'm going to go over there and then call you so I can call you a cunt.
Okay.
And it'll be okay.
With the hard E.
And whatever. You won't know I'll be saying it. But I'll...
Well, apparently I'm wrong. It's in English.
My God.
It'll be
I
okay
would pay
because...
someone, like if somebody called a woman a cunt and they're like, that's our word. I would love that. That happens in
that is
nature,
I can call another woman a cunt. It's our word.
I would
That's
love
the
that in
argument.
nature. If I were just at a Wegmans and a guy called a woman a cunt.
A cunt, yeah.
And she's like, that's our word. I would
should.
die.
I'm gonna fucking do
would
that.
die.
I'm gonna start it now.
I don't know what I would do. I would die.
I'm fucking starting it now. I just saw something today, which is so funny that you bring that
What
up.
an interesting fight
I
to have.
saw something today, and they were talking about the N-word. Believe it or not, and that's where it started. And they started talking about all these other words. And they were talking about white people using that word. And they're like, how come white people can't get over the fact that that's one word you can't use, yet they respect it with every other word with different areas? Like, women can call each other this in other areas, but
you're going to get a lot of different opinions. Like, I'm of the camp that no one should use it. I think
Correct.
it's a terrible
I agree.
word. No one should use it.
Agreed. But there are other
everyone's got their own
areas.
What
rules.
about the F word in gay culture?
And that's what
I
they
actually
use.
feel the same way about that. I hate being around gay men. They're like, "Oh, you faggot." I'm like, "That's not a funny word."
That was another example they used.
Yeah.
When gay to gay can use that word.
But I mean, not
other
everybody's
people
gonna feel
can't
that way.
use. But when one person outside that community uses it, it's a slur.
Yeah, I just feel like if it's that bad of a word, nobody should use it. But the important...
Agreed. But when you go outside of it, it's definitely a slur.
Yeah.
And that was what that's where they were referencing.
I
That
guess
it should never be used.
I try to have latitude and go, what did they mean? Were they trying to be a racist
intent.
asshole, or were they trying to mimic people that they're around, or whatever?
Intent
I don't
is
know.
what it always boils down to, is intent. I agree, absolutely.
I just want us to all get along.
I mean, that
Can't
would
we
be
all
kind of
just
nice.
get along?
I have a theory that if we all just sat down, and this is, I mean, honestly, this is an idea Trump could push and get pushed through. I think everyone gets issued a government-issued joint. And this is my theory.
But if it's the government issued, it'd be bad shit.
No. It needs to be. It needs to have the most stoned out hillbillies and Jamaicans. Like every stereotype needs to come together and put the best weed together. And then the government needs to send a joint and an edible to every household, to every registered person.
But not everybody reacts the same way to weed. That's
but it
the
needs
problem.
to be like a mellow, cool, chill high, where it's like at this date and time on this date,
if
everyone
only.
gets stoned.
That would be awesome.
And then just goes out and meets someone they're prejudiced against. Because I think people would probably,
nice.
It would break a lot of
But
barriers down.
it would be nice if everybody just understood people's intent.
And I mean, why is that a bad idea when we're building a UFC ring at the White House?
What the fuck,
now?
right?
I mean,
seriously, right next to the East Wing that's totally bulldozed down.
Yeah, I try not to talk about politics anymore, but when you think about it, us all getting
UFC.
stoned across.
Are we any more white trash than that?
Well,
and no offense, but it's on the White House fucking lawn. It's on the lawn.
We do strange things.
It's on the fucking front lawn. Hello.
We do strange things in this country. I just think a government issued joint and an edict for a date and time. It's just like get to know people when your guard is down. You know, wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yes, it's a great idea.
I love the concept. I'm not opposed to the concept,
but not everybody needs it.
But me being a logistics kind of guy, man, my brain automatically goes, how the fuck am I going to do this?
Well, you mail it out like in a.
I understand. Okay, I'm going to use a reference to a person that maybe people in the room know that, but are you really going to get Alex to do this?
I actually want to see no one else stoned more than Alex.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine that at all.
He pulls his ponytail out and starts jousting with a tree.
Jesus Christ! I don't know who this. Oh, I do know who you're talking about. Oh my God,
you do.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's reason enough right there for us to do it.
But you can issue it. It's not going to make him actually partake. That's my logistics issue. How would you get folks like that to partake?
You know what you do? You do it twice. You do it once where
look at you.
You do it
You're already
once.
Expanding the program.
Yeah.
Damn you fucking liberals.
You do it once.
Tax and spend.
And then you walk around and you identify the people that aren't stoned, and you're like, "Hey, man,
say this one has it, this one doesn't." But you secretly
better than
put
us,
it in
man?
both.
You can't get stoned with us, man. And then like the social pressure will get people to do it the second time.
I don't think you're gonna get Alex stoned. I just don't.
It's too bad.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just don't see it.
There are things the world needs to see.
Look, if I meet a stoned Alex White, I'm done. There's nothing else I need to experience in life. I think I hang it up.
Do you think there would be a difference with him knowing he's stoned or with him not knowing he's stoned?
I don't know.
That's an important question.
Agreed.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm still...
Because I think he'd be a different person if he didn't know. Because the fear of, oh my God, what am I doing?
I'm almost afraid he would talk more about arcane shit.
No,
that's what
you
scares
imagine
me.
Him going. So the thing is, man,
with tax breaks,
we do like gravel chips down the storm drains, man. And
thank you, I appreciate that.
And then like
I know you'll talk about me when I'm not there about that.
Never.
It's not true.
I pick on him. I don't pick. I just think that'd be hilarious. And then it all comes together, man, and it makes like this concrete, man. Hold on, my ponytail's in the way.
All right, so real quick, this is actually funny, even if you don't live in Rochester. So if you live in a municipality where they, to quote, preserve the roads, they lay down oil and gravel.
You're talking about it.
And it fucks everybody's car. I'm only talking about it because how it annoys the shit out of me. And so this radio show that Peter's on, Alex and I started it. And then when I went to run for whatever I was running for, I asked Pete if he wanted to sit in, and I just never came back. I apologize for that, by the way.
I enjoy doing it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I don't.
It's the one non-frustrating way I can try to help the situation.
Yeah. I just. We've never talked about this, but just never came back. I went out for cigarettes and never came back.
Oh shit, that's a bad reference.
Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry.
Twice it's happened in my life.
I didn't think of that.
Shit.
So. But even then, when we were doing podcasts and doing video-based stuff when we were running for office, Alex, and he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong or he's crazy or anything, but if you live in a city where there's sewers, then the oil and the gravel ends up in the sewers, and it forms like combined with poo from waste treatment, and like this poocrete.
Yeah.
And it totally.
I'm so sorry.
I use that term on purpose to laugh. So,
Okay.
and Alex can do fucking 60 minutes on this. I don't mean the TV show. He can talk for 60 minutes about gravel and oil and
poo?
sewers and poocrete. And I just sit there like my eyes glaze over, and he does it to me. We used to do it every year. It was like an annual show about this, and it would drive me out of my fucking mind because it just was forever.
When you say he could do it for 60
He
minutes,
does.
you're, just so the listeners are clear, it means that he could reduce it to 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair. So I mean, and
that's the
now,
shortened version
because he knows
That's the Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
he knows just how much I roll my eyes at this. So he tries to work it into any conversation he can when I'm there, just for me to just go.
So maybe he's fucking with you, and you
Oh,
just
he
don't
totally
know
is.
it. Oh, okay.
No, he does it totally is. But
so he's
so
fucking
yeah,
with
that's
you.
the if you live in a city or a place where there's oil and gravel on the roads,
You have
and,
poocrete.
and
Poocrete.
sewers, you've got poocrete.
Yep.
So it's just percolating down there. Just thought I'd tell you.
Oh shit!
See, I did it.
Literally. Oh shit!
Yeah. It's really crappy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to talk about.
So is
Shit
that
and
where
bricks.
Mr. Pooh came from South Park?
What?
Nothing.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Oh, sorry.
No.
Wrong
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Wrong guy. Wrong name.
Yeah. No, I do it. It is an interest. So the pedantry of running a municipality, that is a big deal. It's but it's also why infrastructure is not sexy.
Oh no,
You
it's
know?
totally.
Yeah.
It's like the sausage. Watching it get made.
Yeah.
It's which is. I don't know if infuriating.
Inferiority.
Infuriating.
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 Thank you.
I wasn't sure what
Infuriate-
you were going to
Yeah.
say at
Oh
first.
shit! I can't say it either.
how annoying it is when you see people
Infuriating.
talk about I'm for the
Infuriating.
people and they run for office not realizing you got to read this dumbass shit. You have to know
Yeah.
this shit, and they don't bother, and they don't know anything. And I don't remember what it was. There was some congressman that was pushing some bill, and he had to admit, it might have been a state legislator who said, "Yeah, I was pushing for it. I hadn't read the bill yet."
Shit.
It's like, dude, that's what you get paid to do, brah.
What, to vote yes on the bill?
To read it
yeah,
first.
To read
Oh,
it.
because I think he gets paid more to just vote yes on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he does by whatever,
Develop it.
Well,
Yeah.
don't they go out and ask people to run that they know they can control?
Oh, I'm
Isn't that
sure.
how
I'm sure. I didn't mean to
politics
go
is
there,
now?
but I'm just saying when
Yeah.
you're talking about the
Okay,
boringness of the infrastructure of having to deal with.
Yeah.
When you flush your toilet, does the poo go away? I use that example with my kids all the time.
Well, yeah, it's all single issue nonsense now. I mean, I don't want to say nonsense because a lot of it's about important things. It's just weird.
But they break it down
Positions.
to single issue.
Yeah, and
So
then
you
people
think
vote
it's
on
that.
it's like I don't think poo should go anywhere. If you make your own poo, you should be responsible for getting rid of it. But I support public health care.
I'd like to think that we're evolved where the poo can go away.
We're not evolved.
But the poo can go away. The poo needs to
Oh,
go
you're
away.
just
Pete.
moving your poo to my neighborhood. That's
No,
what
no, no.
it goes downhill to my neighborhood. Why should I have to deal with your poo?
Who told you to buy a
Why
house
does
at the
your
bottom of a
Goodwill?
hill?
Why does your Goodwill take all the good stuff from my neighborhood?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Oh, you know what? We're over an hour.
Yeah, that
I know.
happens.
That
Oh
always
shit!
happens.
That's why all the Goodwill stuff in the nice suburbs is better than the stuff in the bad
Well,
suburbs.
they used to get mad because they'd send it all down to like a big center and it would get split up and sent everywhere. And people
Yeah.
like, all the good stuff's coming from Pittsford. Why doesn't it come back to Pittsford? Ugh.
That's
Just
fucking
like- yeah.
But I
messed
thought people in
up.
Pittsburgh wouldn't get caught dead in a Goodwill, I thought.
Well, they wouldn't, but they want to bitch about it.
Oh, that's fair.
You know how it is.
Yeah,
It's
I
how
do- I
everybody
do.
works,
I'm
man.
just making
It's
sure
human
I'm-
nature.
Well, there's a main sorting area, so you just go to the fucking sorting area and you go where the
Oh my God! Do you know about the Salvation Army, the bin stuff that happens?
yeah, that's out there in Henrietta.
But with the huge bins though, before they go into like
Yeah.
the small stores.
Yeah.
I was complete YouTube.
Yeah, I just went there.
Where like the nut jobs show up and they like hoard through everything
Yes.
at 6:01 a.m. and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I didn't know about any of that. The
And then they
violence,
turn around and
the
they sell
drama.
it on like Facebook Marketplace and yeah. That's where you find all the good
that's
stuff.
what the garage
You
sale
turn it
people that
into
show up an hour before the garage sale
turn
starts.
it into it's a career. No, this is beyond garage sale stuff.
Oh, by the way, a little programming note, a warning coming up in June is at my mother's neighborhood, the annual neighborhood garage sale. So I'll be bringing stories of douchebags being douchebags at my mother's house. That'll be about a month away.
Can we go watch?
If you want, come
Let's
to the
make a
garage sale.
stop with
Go
Melissa
shop.
first. Then you go to the garage sale. I'm just kidding.
If you go shopping, if you do like a neighborhood garage sale high, Lord knows what you're coming home with.
Oh, it's just
man.
people watching at that point.
Oh.
It's like
It's not that exciting, to be honest with you.
it's just
I
do
used to
whatever.
go garage. Listen, I called it garage sailing, like SAILING, because it was fucking fun at some points.
I like that. It's gonna be like an old man going through like your old Pyrex going.
Yeah, and they try and bargain with you. They try and
It
barter,
happens. It
Would you
happens a
take
little bit.
50 cents for this bowl? It says $1 on it.
or it says $20. I'll give you
All
5
right,
cents.
we're going into overtime, kids.
Really?
So okay, so if you've done garage sales enough, like on the selling end, you mark everything up because they're going to haggle.
See,
But there are
I'm
people
bad
that
at
don't
this thing.
realize that.
No, I
There's
know
a
that.
lot of people that go to garage sales that don't know that.
Yeah, well, the going part. I'm talking about if you're selling.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
there's people that think that you're an idiot and are going to give you 5 cents for something you put $20 on.
Well, something like that is If it's something like a couch that you put out there, and I'll give you $1 for it. Fuck off. I have told people to nicely fuck off.
Can you imagine if whorehouses worked that way? Like $20, I'll give you
Go
10.
on.
I'll give you 10.
That's
You know,
the people watching part. That's fun.
If you want
I only
10,
have- I only
I'm
have-
doing it with teeth.
I only have 10
Right?
bucks. Will you edge me?
With or without teeth, right? How much with or without teeth?
I'll finish myself off, but here's
Yeah.
10 bucks. Just get me there.
I
Right?
brought my own rags. You
Yeah,
should
I've
only
got
wanna-
I've got a menu,
should be 10% off. I brought my own cum
a la
rags.
carte.
Every
Right.
time I say something and Dave writes it down, I feel
I know,
like I'm
it's
at my
weird, isn't it?
psychologist again.
No,
It is, right?
Yeah.
I know. Oh my
It
god,
will
that's
turn
a
into
perfect
it's
way.
good. This will be a bit somehow. I don't know how. I'll put it in the book and it will become a bit.
That's most of the time we interact.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you and I talk, and then you're like, man, his life is so fucked up. Anyway, I got a lot of bits out of it.
Or it's a book or a movie
yeah,
or
yeah.
a pilot somewhere.
No. That's I have a good. I got to find some time to start writing because what's going to happen is when the school year ends. Between that and summer school is when I can get Special K back in here. And then we talked about the one where I needed, what the hell did I need? Do you remember?
Do you want me to ruin the bit?
No, it's fine.
You
can-
said Donald Trump on ketamine. You know, I did.
was it Donald?
You did. You
I thought
said,
he
but-
snorted Adderall.
Well, I looked up
Oh,
videos.
no, it was Elon Musk. It was Elon
Oh,
Musk.
yeah, you're right. I looked up videos of people on ketamine, and the problem is they don't really say anything.
Don't they do the lobby? Ugh.
Well, yeah,
That's
because
what he
if you
does.
see, remember when Elon was in the Oval Office all the time?
Uh-huh.
He just was doing that, and then someone would ask him a question, and he would just go blah blah, like about you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. That's what I needed for this. What I need for this. bit.
Okay. Oh,
So you asked him because that's how you think he is.
So you want me to just
No.
randomly respond? Just
Well, I'll get the script out, but you know how we do bits. It'll be
Yeah,
like you get
okay.
to go riff.
okay.
Just don't turn it into Sean Connery, please.
I will not.
Like
I-
every
Oh,
other
you do
thing
a good
do.
Sean Connery.
I have.
He does, but that's like every bit he
Anal
does
bum
for
cover.
us ends up becoming Sean Connery.
You're reminding me of one of my good friends.
All right, I'm going to hit stop, but we can keep going.
Okay.
Okay. All right, folks, we'll be back next week with What I Don't Know. I am tabling at the Rochester Deaf Festival, Carrie, on Saturday. I'm not sure when it ends, so we may have to do maybe Sunday. We'll figure it out.
Okay,
But-
good.
but-
I'll go to Buffalo next week.
Yeah, we're going to do a
Orchard
show.
Park, I should
Okay,
say.
so thanks for tuning in, Stuart. No matter what's been going on, Stuart Podesto Radio is on 24/7. It's always there for you and your enjoyment. When I can find a few minutes I want to mess around with the website a little bit, but it'll just increase your enjoyment, not decrease. But StuartPodesto.com is where to go. Our logo, you can't miss it. It has a chess piece in it
It has a chess piece
Yeah.
now,
that you can stick
so
up
I
your
can
ass.
hand it out now.
It's a anal lingus, anal play safe chess piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we're very anal.
And to make sure it doesn't fall off, there's a suction cup on the bottom, but it really is for chess.
Before I hand
Yeah.
this out, I better make
really
sure I
is.
haven't said anything inappropriate in the past.
Yeah.
Have I?
It
said
slows the
anything
game
about
down a
people?
little bit,
Hang on.
but that would be
Wait,
okay.
there's two of them though. Every time you play chess, there's always 2.
Queen,
Okay,
D3.
okay, but there's also a microphone and a guitar, and so I can't put the whole chess board on there.
No, what I'm saying is you always have 2 when you play. That's all.
Well, assuming that looks like a bishop to me, actually.
Yeah. A bishop.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? The bishop.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Why? What did I say?
Bishop.
Well, I might have just not heard somebody else say it.
Yeah, no, it was bishop.
Yeah, bishop. But there's
All right.
always 2. So
Bye, y'all.
if you lose
Bye.
one, bye.
You're going on vacation to a Spanish-speaking country. You've tried all the language apps, but all you can do is ask someone to take you to an unnamed hotel. That's not a vacation. You're there to have some fun. That's why we invented Ficken, the new language app that teaches you what you really want to know.
Okay, Ficken, how do I say, who does a guy have to blow around here to get a blowjob?
¿A quién tiene que chupar un tipo por aquí para conseguir una mamada?
Nice.
Ficken, I need a local to fuck me in the ass.
Necesito una persona local que me folle en el culo.
That's some vacay you got planned, Guara. What else can Ficken help you with?
Where's the orgy?
¿Dónde está la orgía?
Anything else?
Necesito encontrar un poco de achís.
Hey, thanks, Ficken.
De nada, mi amigo.
Ficken is the #1 language app for real people who like to do real things. Go to where you usually get apps and download Ficken before you take off for that trip you've been planning. The sooner you get it, the more fun you'll have.
Ficken, how do you say, I need a bail bondsman?
Necesito un fiador de fianzas.
Ficken, don't travel without it.
No seas un putz.